right, welcome back to another episode of the Outlast Podcast. I'm Travis.
I'm Ron the Roofer.
And today is another special hurricane relief podcast. We have a ton to fill you guys in on, a ton of stuff to go over. We have some really exciting updates. Some really cool stuff has been happening here. God is good, and He's really been blessing us. And
yes, He is. Yes, He is.
Since the last podcast, we did the hurricane relief drive, and we had a ton of generators and chainsaws, and we were saying that we were going to bring it down there, and we actually did, in fact, load up a truck, and we brought it down to Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Ron and Brian actually went, and I'm gonna let Ron kind of tell you guys about that whole experience, because it was, from just the pictures, looked like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, man. Going into it, I really didn't know, the magnitude of the devastation that was going to be down there. I didn't know what to expect. I never experienced or been a part of a storm of that magnitude, so I really didn't know what I was getting myself into. But it felt good, driving down there and getting down there. And you're always anxious to make it, and when we made it, it was it began to become real, and it became surreal, and it's almost like, wow, like this is it, like this is, we're here, and we're boots on the ground, and it's the devastation. I think TV and the news and the coverage that you guys are seeing, it does it no justice. You have to be there to kind of really feel the devastation, and those people down there, it's a true devastation. It's bad,
Where did you guys go? Where exactly did you go? Who did you talk to? Who did you see?
So, we went to Asheville, North Carolina. We went to Biltmore Church down there. And Biltmore Church has, I guess you can say, a network of different churches, but we were at headquarters, Biltmore Church, and oh God, I can't remember the exact location where the biggest devastation was, but that was kind of ground zero.
Castle Rock?
No, it was Biltmore Estates. That's what it was. It was Biltmore Estates that had the most devastation.
Yep.
Once we got there, it was a big distribution center and a collection station and a pickup station for people that was in need, and they got it organized, and it's kind of a well-oiled machine down there. So when once we got down there, once we finally made it, we got down there and unloaded the generators and the chainsaws, and just the look on those people's faces, and they were at awe. They couldn't believe that we drove so far, and the Northland had kind of helped them out. They were at awe. They were so appreciative, and it was good just seeing. We did make a real change.
I know you and Brian had kind of, when you kept calling me, giving me updates along the way, but when you guys left there, you guys said, like, you couldn't put it into words, but they were so appreciative. They said that nobody else had brought in a load of that magnitude or that type of stuff that they truly needed.
No, I mean, they was getting the typical donations, the waters, the clothes, the cleaning supplies. They were getting those type of typical donations that people do, and they were very grateful of that.
Yeah.
But they, like I said, they were just blown back that we actually brought generators, chainsaws, fuel, oil, buckets, work gloves, you name it. You saw the
stuff
load
that other people weren't bringing. I mean, the whole entire place was filled with non-perishable food items, but not a single generator or chainsaw until we got there, pretty much?
Yeah, pretty much, yep.
Pretty much,
and it's one of those things, the average person wouldn't even think to donate those things. So, I think it was genius to just kind of ask those guys what exactly did they need, and that was their special request was they needed the chainsaws, they needed the generators. So I don't think that we were even thinking on the lines of that they needed that. So,
but that just touches base on, like, when we asked people, all the businesses and the residential customers and everybody that even that has no affiliation with us, everybody stepped up in such a big way for you guys to deliver that amount of stuff in that amount of time. It's unbelievable. I think that has got to be unprecedented, for a town of our size. You guys came in and it was amazing. I think these businesses, I can't wait to share everything that these businesses have done.
The Northland, you guys really did answer the call. And like I said, North Carolina, they were very, very shocked. A lot of them never heard of Duluth, Minnesota, or the Northland. So, they were shocked that we even knew about them. They were shocked, little itty bitty old Duluth, and we're sitting here making such a very big impact down to these victims. And you guys answered the call, and it was great. I was shocked, I know we live in a great community. Like, I love the Northland. I love the people in it. You guys answered the call, and it was great. It was big. It was kind of overwhelming at times. I think
Yeah, I mean, go to our Facebook page, look at the post that we posted about it with the associate pastor there, thanking you guys. You can tell how genuine he was and how, you know, he was very well spoken, but how genuine he was in his delivery. I mean, he pointed at us and told us everything that, you know, we needed to hear as being a part of this drive. Like, it was so important to literally hear that from him. From me, even though I wasn't there, I was here to see him and point. I felt like he was pointing right at us and saying, hey, like, Northland, thank you so much. It meant a lot, because here I am in this trailer that right behind us, you know, all week collecting donations while you guys are going down there. And to me, it feels like one of these smaller things that I'm doing, but in the grand scheme, man, he's calling us out directly straight to the Northland.
I mean, like I said, it was so humbling. It was they were very appreciative of everything, and it was real. It was genuine. It was real. You could feel the love and the appreciation from those folks down there. I mean, when we opened up those doors of the truck to offload it was probably 50 or 70 people that just came and just thanked us continuously. Thanked us. And I'm telling them, hey, don't thank me. Thank the North. Thank our community. We did nothing but drive down here, and it was, honestly, it was a break to drive down there. It was my pleasure to drive down there to kind of break things up. But we did it. We played such a small role in that whole thing. But they were so appreciative of everything, man. And I'm really excited to check up on the progress and to get back down there. I really want to get back down there and kind of see more of it. And it's one of those things that, once you do it once you get down there, you see the devastation. It's like you don't sleep right or sleep. You won't have a good night of sleep until you know, like, hey, these people are okay. And it's some people that's not okay. And it's a pretty sad situation overall.
But that's why this drive has continued to go on. I mean, an update again, the trailer behind us, we just brought everybody that kept donating throughout the week, in the last week and a half, all those non-perishable goods. Those are now at a transportation center that's going to be dispersed throughout all the victims, not just in North Carolina, but all the way down to Florida now. So everybody in the Northland, everybody that's donated something, your stuff is affecting people. It's getting in people's hands that are actually in the mix.
Yeah.
Yes, like it's crazy if you think about it. What you dropped off last week is physically in somebody's hand today, making a difference. I mean, that's got to make you guys feel good, and you should feel good about everything you did and how you came through for us, and the United States as a whole. Like, that just shows how strong we are, and moving forward, what we're going to be able to do, not only as a community but as a country, is really inspiring, and I'm excited for it. And I'm excited to be a part of what we're doing. Oh,
for sure, man. It's good things to come, and I think the biggest part for me, the most exciting part for me, was to see even the quote unquote competition, guys that's in the same industry as us, and they are answering the call. Other businesses answering the call. It's businesses that we probably never thought that we would ever do a collaboration with. They answered the call, and it just goes to show you how much our community really do care about other people and other folks, and it's nice to know. It's nice to know we're raising our family in the community as such, so.
I think, the biggest thing for me with this that I've taken away from it is that there's, we always say there's more important things in life, right, than chasing the dollar.
Yep.
And there is. Like, this has been more important. I've donated my time. You've donated your time. I mean, we're not talking like 1 or 2 days. We're talking weeks. We've donated weeks of our time, our efforts. Our physical strength has been donated as moving these trailers and doing all this stuff, and you drove straight through.
Yeah.
I mean, to do these things and to donate your time and stuff for something that has nothing to do with lining our pockets, like, that is, it feels good. It feels right. And I think, at the end of the day, a lot of us can raise, or put our hats on that. Like, I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of Brian, Nicole, Billy,
everybody. I think there's so many people. The list of names that we can name of individuals, man, that list can be a mile long, honestly.
Yes.
So many people. So if we happen to miss somebody, it's not on purpose. It's so many people that came out and helped, and so it's not on purpose if we do miss a name or two. Oh, for sure, man. And I get a lot of questions, even since I've been back. I get a lot of customers say, "Hey, man, I seen you on the news, and I hear you guys on the radio with the drive, and we're kind of local celebrities right now." But I get a lot of customers that say, how was the devastation? How bad is it really? It's really bad. It's like I said, it took us 7 hours to go 100 miles. And I think I was talking to you a little bit when we were in the Smoky Mountains there, and just going 100 miles would typically take us, 2.5 hours maybe. It took us 7 hours. So it was a lot of patience. It was a lot
With the way that you drive, it definitely takes 2.5 hours. You going 40 miles an hour, bro?
Oh man, it's but yeah, it was one of those. I mean, it was bumper to bumper through the hills. It was a lot of the interstates, the main interstates were shut down completely. So
I mean, as you rode into town, there's a video. You just look to the right, and there's the National Guard on a gigantic side by side, just all decked out in camo.
Yep.
And
yeah, it was a lot that we didn't know. I mean, we kind of went in there, willy nilly, like, hey, what's going on here? There was a lot of things we didn't know. A lot of things that the news not covering. There's a lot of toxic.
A lot of places you couldn't, like, you got to the place that you needed to drop the stuff off, but they were saying that they're not taking trucks out of there; they're taking side by sides.
Yeah, it was a lot of side by sides. It was a lot. I mean, you've seen that a lot, and a lot of people had masks on, and we didn't kind of understood why they had masks on, but as we get back home, we understood. We found out why they had masks on, and a lot of toxic air, and a lot of chemicals and mixture of stuff. So it's not a safe place to be right now. There's still a lot of folks that's missing, unaccounted for. So it's a dangerous situation,
Yeah. Well,
to be in, and it's just pretty bad overall, man.
We really want to just go ahead and emphasize how cool of an experience this was, and we really want to dive deep into why we were able to do it and who was able to help us in doing this, right, Ron?
Yes, sir. It was like I said, we get all the praise and the glory. It seems like hey, Outlast, but it was, just as well as I know and the community know, there was so many businesses that stepped up to the plate, and we just kind of want to take the time to personally shout a lot of those businesses out that answer that call, man.
Yep. So they called. They asked for generators, chainsaws. They asked for gas cans, oil, fuel, replacement blades for chainsaws. They asked for all the things that people weren't bringing, nationally, and what we did locally as the Northland community. It was huge. Some people that donated some generators was Bill's Muffler and Brake, King of Creams. It was Denon Perrins Roofing. Duluth Harbor Mission gave us a ton of brand new shoes, things that most people, everyday people.
You wouldn't even think that you need those.
Oh, they need shoes, right? But they did.
Absolutely. They lost everything.
Yep, and then the Hot Tub Store donated a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Mo at NASCAR Towing donated 3 chainsaws, pallets of water, countless things. Mo is amazing, guys. If you need a tow,
call Mo.
Call Mo. Alliance Masonry. Caleb over at Alliance gave us a call. He saw our post, and he just said, "What can I do?"
Yeah,
we told him what we needed.
Caleb was like one of the first calls I think we got.
Caleb was the second call.
Yeah.
First call was over at Dave Hawk and Valerie Berg.
Nice.
Give you guys a shout out over at Dave Hawk, Valerie Berg at Remax.
Remax. Yeah.
They were able to come in, and they called, and within 2 hours they had a truck full of stuff for us, all kinds of sleeping bags, backpacks, brand new stuff. I mean, what a donation that was.
Yeah.
And then obviously to kind of go back to Alliance, they came back. We said we needed chainsaws, gas cans. They brought we didn't ask for buckets, but they brought buckets, and turns out that's exactly what the pastor asked for was buckets. So
work gloves,
work gloves,
contractor bags,
everything.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's one of these things that, like, when they showed up, I was kind of like, they're another construction company,
Yeah.
They do similar things, and not only did they step up in a time of need for us and help us fill this trailer for the people of Asheville, but they got a friend in us for life. We're gonna definitely call Alliance for any of our masonry work.
Shout out to Alliance, man.
Yep. And then being a roofing company, we get a lot of shingles from Malarkey and Owens Corning.
Shout out to Steve at Malarkey, man.
Steve at Owens Corning.
Yeah. Oh, Steve and Steve.
The two Steves.
Steve.
They donated a ton of money to us to go and buy these chainsaws. So between those two, there was 8 chainsaws donated between 2 of the bigger distributors of shingles. These are Fortune 500 companies.
Yeah.
At least Owens Corning is, I know for a fact.
Malarkey on their way.
Malarkey's on their way. So the fact that they're donating, that time to just pick up a call from an itty bitty company like us is really cool. I mean, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
King of Creams had it on their heart to. If you go to their page, go follow King of Creams on Facebook, by the way. Delicious food, best burger in town. They said that they were looking for anybody to figure out how to help Asheville, because their news coverage was doing not a good job down there, locally or nationally or whatever you want to call it. They weren't doing a good job, and then they stumbled across a Facebook post of ours, and it was just they just felt the need. They called us, they reached out, and they immediately came with everything that we asked for. They said, what can we bring? We told them what we needed. They came with at least one of everything.
Yep.
Shout out King of Creams. You guys are amazing.
They are amazing. I mean, words can say enough for all these guys, but yeah, King of Cream was one of those ones that just came out of nowhere for us, man. But
it was. I was like, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Kiwi Trucking, man. You know, they kind of helping us facilitate all these loads getting there. So I mean, they're playing a major role in this whole thing. So Firestone, Duluth, Langston over there, man. It's a lot of good people over there at Firestone, but they came through pretty big. They were one of the drop sites here for this donation. So shout out to them. You know, Pike Lake Golf Course. They were another one of the important drop sites through this whole thing. You know, East Ridge Community Church, another very important key role in this whole thing getting facilitated.
Ashley over there was a big reason why this was listed on flyers, and she made sure that she did everything in her power. That woman has a beautiful heart, man.
Yeah, Ashley. Shout out to Ashley. We want to give a special thanks to Ashley because I mean, it's been ups and downs through this whole thing, and she's been hanging in there fighting.
We went to Kiwi Trucking this morning to drop off a load, and Ashley was the first to greet us. So she's there. She's boots on the ground just as much as anybody else.
She's a sweetheart.
Yep.
Octane Wraps, man. He kind of came out and wrapped this whole thing and got us looking good. Got us looking good. Yes, got us looking good.
He did it quick. That was the very next day he was out here. So
next day.
We called him at 11 o'clock at night. By 2 o'clock the next day, we had the wraps on.
Yep. So if you guys need any of your wrap needs, Octane is the guy to call.
Yes, phenomenal work. Yep.
Oh man, this next one is very important, man. Life 97.3, man. There's been it's been so many people that just say, "Hey, I heard you guys on the radio. I heard you guys on the radio."
Yep.
You know, so I just wanted to come by and donate. So shout out to those guys for even giving us a spotlight to make this thing grow and getting the word out to the community.
Yes, Nikki Corbin over there has been just a huge supporter of Outlast Construction, and she's always found a way to help us, and we love Life 97.3. You guys are family for life.
Absolutely. Duluth Grill. Man, I know Brian Nicole eat there a lot, and I have ate
I think that's an understatement.
I think it's an understatement. Yeah. Yes, I think they keep the lights.
We're gonna have to sprinkle in some King of Creams now, but it was strictly Duluth Grill there for a while.
Yeah. So Duluth Grill, they came through big in the clutch. They dropped off some, I believe it was some generators. Yeah, I think it was some generators.
And a couple other things, air movers.
Yep.
And then Bluefin Bay.
Oh man, Bluefin Bay came through on a Sunday, man. They came through on a Sunday and dropped off a really nice generator and chainsaw, I believe, and some other things. But Bluefin Bay has always been they're family to us, man. They always every year we're up there doing something. And
John up at Bluefin, thank you so much.
Thank you, John.
Bluefin Bay Resorts, they're up in Tofty. I personally stayed there. I personally roofed their properties.
Yep.
It is a phenomenal resort. They have everything you can want there. Restaurants,
second to none.
The whole entire North Shore is beautiful, but Bluefin Bay's view is top notch, guys.
Yep,
go ahead, make sure you stop in, check it out.
Please.
Yes. So check them out.
Yeah.
And then we've been all over the news. I mean, you guys might have seen us, but we've been all over the news.
Yeah, Northern News kind of, they jumped on this thing with us, and they've been giving us coverage just throughout our whole existence of Outlast. But WDIO came through when we were actually in Asheville. We were kind of boots on the ground. The reception and everything was real spotty. And WDIO, they reached out to us, and they did a story on us, and it was amazing. And they went the extra mile. They aired us on their sister market down in the Twin Cities. So we aired in the Duluth market, in our Northland market, and we also in the Twin Cities.
Right.
So WDIO did that for us, and let's keep up the good work, and let's keep it. I look forward to the future with those guys.
And I think they answered a call nationally, and I think locally support these guys. These are people that lead with their heart. These are people that these are all companies that put others before themselves.
Yep.
And we want to see them around for years to come. So I mean, get out there and support them. They are amazing people. I don't have any other words for it. They were just here when we needed them in a time of need. They answered a call, one phone call. Some of these people didn't even need a phone call. They called us.
Some called us, yeah. And if it's somebody on here that we're missing, we apologize so much. It's been so much going on, so we're trying our best to keep track of everybody who have answered the call. So I'm sure it's a couple we might have missed, and we really appreciate you guys, and please don't get mad at us if we miss you on this one. probably it's a couple people that donated. It's probably going to donate after we make this video. So please don't take offense to that, please.
Well, and I mean, if you're another business or you have an LLC, the other thing that they're asking for, if you guys are looking for any write-offs this year, do you have an old junker lying around a car, just something that has a beater with a heater even? So they are asking for some vehicles.
Yeah, we've been keeping in constant contact with the Biltmore Church down there, and we asked them. It's been almost a week since we left and dropped the generators and chainsaws off. And we asked them, hey, what is your next immediate needs? And a lot of people, they don't have any automobiles to move around. They don't have cars. Their cars was, washed away with the water or underwater or just completely savage. So these people don't have cars. So if you have a car that's, running in decent condition and you're able, you want to donate it, reach out to the Biltmore Church in Asheville, North Carolina. Yeah.
Yep. And let us know if you do. I think we're willing to put our hat in that ring too, and see what we can do about getting a couple cars down there as well.
Absolutely.
We're not looking for anything extravagant, but if you're looking for a write-off and you are a business, that's great. Or if you just happen to have one lying around that runs, reach out to Biltmore Church, or you can reach out to us, and we'll help facilitate that connection.
And I think the biggest thing we need to remember here is these people starting all over with nothing. A lot of people, we're in the insurance game. We do an insurance, a storm restoration. So we're dealing with an insurance company.
Flood insurance is not something that was, across the board down there. It wasn't across the board.
So a lot of these people are literally starting over from square one. So please, if you guys can help,
yes,
let us know. Reach out to us or the Biltmore Church down in Asheville, North Carolina.
All right. I think that's it for this one, guys. Feel free to leave any comments in the section. We'll answer it as soon as we can.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Catch you on the next one.